So, I'm back with another video, and it is, of course, episode number 4 for this Freiburg for Life Manager series. And I'm super excited because it will be the end of season number 1, unfortunately. But it's got me excited to see what we can do for season 2. Obviously, we just did crash out of the Champions League, unfortunately, but we still are in the semifinals of the DFB Pokal and still have a chance of making top 4 in the Bundesliga. Can we do it? I think we can. I think we can win the DFB Pokal, and I think we can definitely make top 4. Those are basically our main goals for this episode. Can we do it? I think our next game is up against Werder Bremen. Let's go ahead, face them, and face Bayern Munich in the semifinals to see if we can make it to the final of the DFB Pokal. So in our next game back, as I said, we were facing Werder Bremen. We just simulated it, and we actually did lose 1-0 to Werder Bremen. We were away from home, but still we should be winning that. Top was the goal scorer there. Made a few substitutions. Adamu, Suzuki, Osterhag, and Leonhardt did come on, but just wasn't enough overall. Scored no goals, and it's a disappointing loss, to be honest. Then we faced RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga once again. This is the game before we faced off Bayern Munich in the DFB Pokal. And in this game, it was a very, very tough game. We were facing RB Leipzig. They are a contender for the top 4. Merlin Roll had the first shot on, well, not on target, but off target. But it was a great chance as Jan Bisek gets a shot off and scores his first goal for SC Freiburg. If you guys remember correctly, he was our very first signing for this team, and thankfully he scored his first ever goal right here towards the end of the season, but still scores. But Xavi Simons scores right then and there. It was 1-1. He has moved to Spurs in real life, but in this rebuild, he is still at Leipzig. Although Javier Puado gets the ball, first time shot, and it just isn't enough as it goes wide. I really thought it was going to go in. First time shots, I don't really normally take them, but he almost scored there. Xavi Simons having another chance yet again. Takes it, curls it, and scores. It's an unfortunate goal right there. Xavi Simons yet again. Passes it to the middle. Who's there but Benjamin Šeško, who scores again, making that 3-1 to RB Leipzig. The comeback can still be on, but is it likely? Not really. Benjamin Šeško on it, and he takes the shot, and yeah, it unfortunately does go in, making it 4-1 to RB Leipzig. But next up, it was the long-anticipated Bayern Munich match up in the DFB Pokal as Eggestein has the first shot on goal, but unfortunately just goes over. The dip wasn't quite there, but Asprilla for the goal. Can he? Yes, he can. Into the back of the net. Our right winger / right midfielder scores his goal. He hasn't scored many, but he scored some pretty important ones. Alphonso Davies goes to ground to try to take out Asprilla, and he does. Grabs a yellow for his troubles as well. But then, who is it but Jamal Musiala, who has a shot that Atobolu saves. Gets pushed into his own net, but at least the ball doesn't go in. But the corner from the resulting shot, it's another shot on target, but Atobolu yet again is there for it. Harry Kane on the ball from just outside the box, strikes it, and it does go in, making it 1-1 for Bayern Munich. But Asprilla was not over there as we take another shot that Merlin Roll took, and somehow it ends up in the back of the net. Manuel Neuer slips it. It hits off his knee and it goes in somehow like that. I can't believe it, but Bayern Munich have another one. Another corner. Can they get a goal from here? Unfortunately, they can, making it 2-2 just before the end of the first half as Jamal Musiala works his way through the box and Brian Zaragoza gets a shot off that Atobolu saves, thankfully. But then Bayern Munich work their way around in the edge of the box. Joao Palhinha this time. Just goes wide, thankfully. What a shot. But their captain, funnily enough. Interesting. I know he's at Spurs now. Interestingly enough. But Van Bommel with a beautifully curled shot right there into the side netting. Beautiful shot, beautiful strike. And we take the lead yet again as Asprilla cuts it back to Merlin Roll. Open goal. And it's another one. 4-2 for Freiburg up against Bayern. Thankfully, we take a much more comfortable lead in the semi-final. But it's not over there as Merlin Roll gets the ball yet again, and from the edge of the box, takes the shot from the left, and he scores, making it 5-2 on the night. And I wish I could say that that was game over, but it wasn't, as Jamal Musiala gets one back for them, making it 5-3 towards the end of the game. And yet it's still not over, because Javier Puado wanted to get on the score sheet, and he does, making it 6-3 just before the end of the second half, just before the end of the game overall. But there had to be one more goal, which meant that Harry Kane also had to get one more, as Atobolo slips that one through for Harry Kane, making it 6-4. So after making it through in the DFB Pokal, we did have another game up against Bayern Leverkusen, and sorry, not Bayern, Bayer Leverkusen, who have been struggling in real life. They don't have a lot of their main players like Florian Wirtz, like Boniface. And speaking of Boniface, he actually gets a shot off and scores very early on. If I'm not mistaken, it was the 7th minute, and we were already losing to Leverkusen. We were away from home, so it was a tough one to take. I was distraught. I was devastated. But Spria, yet again, scoring more important goals and getting more on the score sheet, ties it up early on in the game, making it 1-1 in this Bundesliga match, as Hradecki was disappointed. But Merlin Roll gets on the end of another ball, and he thankfully buries it home like he normally has done in the Bundesliga overall. He's super excited. The number 10, now an Everton player, but he is awesome, as Boniface gets another goal to tie it up, making it 2-2 just before the halftime. If I'm not mistaken, it was 44 minutes in. So yeah, 2-2, as Merlin Roll gets on the end of another amazing ball from Asprilla, making it 3-2 in the second half. We took the lead. We were pretty well. We were doing really well, honestly. I think we weren't dominating, but they were doing pretty decently well, as Bayer Leverkusen tried to get another shot off from Boniface, but it was straight at Atobolu, and Atobolu was called upon so many times, and thankfully he was there ready for it. And they do get another corner, and from the resulting corner they get a shot off that thankfully Van Bommel was able to parry it out for another corner, as Merlin Roll gets on the end of another one. He takes the shot, this time with his left, and buries it home, making it 4-2 for us, as Bayer Leverkusen do get one more shot off that Alex Garcia strikes it straight into Atobolu, that he saves yet again. Maybe not straight into him, but Atobolu was absolutely phenomenal in this game. Made so many saves, but unfortunately he couldn't save this header from Jonathan Tah that does bounce straight into the goal, making it 4-3. The end of the game did result in a 4-3 victory for us over Leverkusen. We were away from home, so it was a huge victory. I believe they were in first place, or are in first place, so taking 3 points home from them is absolutely phenomenal. They had 18 shots to our 6. Their expected goals were 6.3. Our expected goals were 1.7. Yet we scored 4. They only scored 3. And on top of that, I just have to point out Noah Atobolu's absolutely world-class performance, in my personal opinion. He's 79 overall. Quickly will grow to that 80, hopefully. And he made 9 saves. There was 12 shots on target. 3 of them went in. 18 shots total. 9 of them saved. So half of the shots that he faced saved. 75% of the ones that he faced on target, he saved them as well. Absolutely phenomenal performance despite conceding 3 goals. Imagine if he didn't concede a single one. Arguably, he could have been man of the match. 8.1 doesn't do him justice. But then, in another game, as we faced St. Pauli, we did win 4-2, with Roll scoring twice, Asprilla scoring 1, and Puado also getting on the score sheet, thankfully. Another 3 points to take home, or at home we actually took it, with a lesser than stellar performance, but overall still grabbing the 3 points that we need to try to clinch that top 4 spot. Then we did face Union Berlin, which have been a tough team in the past. I mean, that player right there that you just saw, Mofi, has been a pain in our sides in the last game that we did face him. Speaking of, he did have a shot that thankfully went wide, but that would be far from the first shot that he had on target for us, or just overall scary shot that he had against us, as he did get off the mark with this goal right here with the left-footed boot that just curled straight into the top corner, unfortunately. But that wasn't the end, as Merlin Roll, our number 10, did get on the end of one that just went wide, surprisingly. It looked like it was going in, and then it didn't. Unfortunate for Roll there, as Robin Gosens, yes, the former Atalanta player, does get another, what a banger, making it 2-0 to Union Berlin. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. We can still claw it back, even if this player right here does get a shot off. That could go in, but it doesn't. It curls just wide, thankfully for us. As we get on the end of the one, making it Romeo Lavia, finally getting another goal for us, but no, it goes wide yet again. I don't know what's up with him. He just doesn't have shooting boots on since the first game. I think he's only scored that goal, but then they get another shot that Atowolu saves, thankfully. Still keeps it at 2-0, but we gotta score one to hopefully claw it back. Romeo Lavia into the feet of Puado, who takes the shot, and it's saved. That really should be going in. But it was an excellent save from the Union Berlin goalkeeper, if I am being completely honest. As Merlin Roll finally gets on the end of the one, takes a shot. Can he finally find his shooting boots? No, he doesn't. That's twice that he's missed that wide, and unfortunately that did mean the end of the game for him, because he was just not on it. Thankfully, Javier Puado was on it, with his shooting boots, left-footed, scores, making it 2-1, ready for the comeback, makes the heart because he knows we can make a comeback as Suzuki is there in the background. He was the one who assisted the goal there. But Union Berlin would not take this sitting down as they did get another shot right there from their number 13, Schaefer, and making it 3-1 to Union Berlin. But then in another game, we did face Hoffenheim back at home, and it was Javier Puado who grabbed himself a trick, hopefully clawing up to Merlin Roll, because I think Merlin Roll still has more goals than him. But as a striker, he's like, no, I'm here for the team. I'm trying to score most goals. I should be scoring the most goals in this team. Although Merlin Roll has had a fantastic season alongside Puado, who scored a lot of goals, also provided so many assists, most likely for Merlin Roll. But thankfully, we grabbed the 3 points up against Hoffenheim. They were wearing some weird greenish, yellowish kit, as you can see from the bubble. But yeah, 3-1 victory, take the 3 points. But then we took on Frankfurt, which is another team fighting for that top 4 spot. Their goalkeeper is their captain. Were we able to scrounge out a victory? I think we were. But first, we got to see exactly what they got, because Ekatike kicks them off. As we do get on the end of one, Javier Puado, and it's a save from their captain. It's unfortunate, but it would be far from the only shot we would have, especially on target, because we were out for blood and trying to get as many points as we can to make that top 4. Speaking of making top 4, that goal by Merlin Roll had to be one that would just demonstrate our intent to make the Champions League yet again, as a save, a block and a half from Gunther there, our captain. But then Frankfurt get on the end of a shot, or of a chance, should I say, and Iembe gets the goal off for them. Is it Iembe? I think it was. Merlin Roll gets another shot though, and unfortunately does not bury it. It was a poor shot, but Merlin Roll gets another shot on target, and this time does find in the back of the net, making it 2-1 for us. We just got to keep going. 2-1, and Frankfurt, were they going to take it lying down? Unfortunately, they were not, as they try to get another shot off, and they did, making it 2-2. It was a very hard fight overall in this game. But Merlin Roll wanted his hat trick and gets it, thankfully. 3-2 to us for the 3 points. We were so close, and we were thankfully able to get it. As in our penultimate game, we were facing Heidenheim away from home. They are on the lower end of the table. We were able to get a 3-1 victory, another 3 points. Javier Puado with a brace, Merlin Roll with a goal for himself as well, and making a lot of substitutions toward the midway point because we wanted them to get more playing time, like a Rosenfelder, a Leonhardt, a Schmidt, Dingchi, and of course Junior Adamu, who has been a pretty decent substitute off the bench. But in our last Bundesliga game, we were facing off against our rivals in the DFB Pokal final. I will show you guys there at the very end, but it's Borussia Mönchengladbach, as we were able to get an early goal by Javier Puado. It was a first-time finish, and somehow it just sneaked through the underside of the goalkeeper. Ruben van Bommel also wanted to get on the end of a goal, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, as the goalkeeper just threw himself and made an excellent save as Manu Kone. Beautiful blue hair, beautiful strike, making it 1-1 for Borussia Mönchengladbach as we face them again in this Bundesliga tie. But Merlin Roll gets on the end of one and strikes it home. Merlin Roll and Javier Puado have been the MVPs for this season. Alongside Atowolu, you have to mention Atowolu. He's been fantastic. As I mentioned, just like in the game up against Leverkusen, absolutely insane. As he pulls off another save right there up against this Borussia Mönchengladbach side, who did create a lot of problems, have created a lot of problems I believe they beat us in our first game against them, and they did score a goal right after our game up against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the league. We obviously tied 2-2. We are facing them again in the DFB Pokal. As you can see right here, it is the final of the DFB Pokal. But before that, let's check out a few things. Like our youth academy, we have seen a few other players, maybe a few of these players join the first team, maybe not exactly start or anything, but we have a few players out on loan who have done a pretty decent job. Maybe they'll come back next season and do something for us. But we do have Marcel Fink, Ralph Werner, and so many other great players, all the way down to Jan Simon, who seems to be a pretty decent goalkeeper from Germany. Pretty decent potential, 68 overall already at 17 years young, not bad. And he could definitely be maybe a backup to Atobolo at some point. You never know. But just wanted to take a quick peek there. And a peek at the top goal scorers in the DFB Pokal was Karaman from Schalke alongside Futkeu, apparently. None of our players. There's Merlin Rolo 3. Assistos go to Green, Hack, Florian Wirtz, and Musiala, while Adamu got 2 for us, and Gunther also got 1. Other than the Bundesliga, it was Javier Puado who grabbed the most assists. Clean sheets went to Manuel Neuer, but the Wolo grabbed 5. Meanwhile, the top goal scorer went to Girassi with 33, while Javier Puado and Merlin Roll tied for second place. They got 28 apiece, which means in total, they got 56 goals between them. Not bad from just our 2 main guys. And to beat 5 off of the top goal scorer, both of them, not bad whatsoever. With that being said, this is our starting 11. We do have a few people that grew. We have Lavia and Asprilla who have made it to the 83 overall. They're our highest rated players. And we have Ginter, Bisek, all above 80 or 81, obviously. And then Atobolu is very close to that 80 overall. Van Bommel also very close, same with Guado. Emerson, Roll are a little bit further behind. Eggestein and Gunther are our lowest rated players, but they might be the first ones to go, or may not be the starters next season, but we will see. Either way, let's hop into this game. We will just catch the highlights, not the exact highlights that the FIFA gives us, but the highlights that I choose, because I want you guys to watch a little bit more of it and get more in depth in this final, and hopefully we can win our first trophy with SC Freiburg in our first season. Let's go for it. Here's the grass. Here they are preparing it for the Olympic. We're at the Olympiastadion for the DFB Pokal final. Is the cup final. Javier Puado, Bisek is there. Some of our main signings. Lavia is also there. Of course, there's the cup itself. Borussia Mönchengladbach start us off. Emerson Royale, come on, Emerson. Emerson, that's yours. Beautiful. Oh, don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Don't let him shoot. Oh, Bisek. Beautiful. Off to Lavia. Merlin. Roll. Oh my goodness. The tackle that the defender went in for wasn't enough. Cut it back for Roll. Beautiful Lavia for Eggestein this time. For Asprilla. Who's in for Roll. Hits it off the crossbar. Beautiful Emerson. What a game. I keep saying it, but what a game he's having. Asprilla. For Puado. There's a shot. There it is. There it is. Emerson Royale takes the ball away. He takes it, passes it off to Asprilla. Asprilla gets the ball in for Javier Puado. And our Spanish striker does what he does best, which is putting it away. To be fair, he also does a pretty good job of getting assists. But Asprilla, thank you for that assist there. And Javier Puado, what a strike to get us the lead. And it's 1-0 in the DFB Pokal, the German Cup final. Let's go. Just before the half as well. Let's go. Perfect timing. Second half underway. It is us starting us off now. Emerson. Yep, I saw that coming. Yep. I saw that coming. I made a mistake. I was too confident. And was that Kleindienst? Please don't let it be Kleindienst. I think that's Kleindienst. Tim Kleindienst. I forgot how much history we have with Borussia Mönchengladbach. They're basically our rivals. From the very first game of this entire series, they beat us in an embarrassing fashion. It was Kleindienst. And now we're facing them not only in the last game of the Bundesliga season, but also as the last game of our season in the Cup final for a trophy. This is for a trophy. We tied in the last game, which was the Bundesliga game. Oh, I was there. But in this game, there is no winner. I mean, there is no drawing. Oh, what a save by Atobolo. Oh my goodness. Oh, beautiful ball by Romeo Lavia. Merlin Rowe puts it away. Let's go. 2-1. Oh my goodness. In the Bundesliga, we drew. Well, the first game we lost, embarrassingly so. Then we tied against them in the final game, the game just before this one. And now we're beating them. Because in this game, in this cup final, there is no draws. We have to, if we draw, we go all the way to penalties. Which, to be fair, we've already won 3 penalty shootouts this season. We won one against Dortmund early on, and Darmstadt in the cup, I think like quarterfinals, and then we also faced Feyenoord in the Champions League playoff round, and we've beat them on penalties, thankfully. For Roll. Javier Puedo. Roll. Beautiful from Van Bommel. And for Puedo. And for Roll this time. Lefty, never mind, it's with the right, and it's a goal. Goal. And it's 3-1. Roll with a goal. And there we go. We're a little bit calmer now. We have a 2-goal cushion. Gunther would be the one to lift up the trophy for us. And there it is. Bang! Merlin Roll just scoring for fun for us, thankfully. Let's keep it going. It's not game over yet. Julian Weigel. Oh my gosh. I did not know he was there. I'll get it out. Emerson, don't let him shoot. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. Wow. And it's not game over yet. Not even close. It's 3-2. 15. Just over 15 minutes left. But their manager's like, calm. That was a really good cross. And yeah, Emerson and Bisek just got a little confused. And who is this? I don't know who this player is. Hawk. I think it's Hawk. Atolo, you gotta be saving that there. That was a beautiful finish, though, I can't lie. Come on, we gotta calm it down. Calm it down. We're still leading. Still. We don't want to concede another. Ruben Van Bommel. Who's gonna help him out? Thank you, Gunther. Back to Van Bommel. Romeo Lavia making the run. And he sees Merlin Roll again for the hat-trick. For the hat-trick! 4-2. Romeo Lavia with 2 assists there. And wow, I'm very surprised that we were actually able to score that. It hit off the goalkeeper and it still went in, thankfully. We've restored the 2-goal lead with about 13 minutes left. A little bit more so, depending on the extra time, or the added time, should I say. But either way, we should be taking this cup home, being the cup champions. Let's go. Get it out. Beautiful. Asprilla. And you're on the run. No one's stopping you. Not even Manu Kone. Oh, maybe he is. Never mind. Because you can sprint like the best of them. You can sprint like the best of them. Oh, he's going to catch you up. But he can't. And Javier Puedo. Javier Puedo. Again. We've got a full house between our 2 main guys. Javier Puedo with a brace. Asprilla with a brace of assists. Romeo Lavia with a brace of assists. And, of course, Merlin Roll with the hat-trick. Beautiful. And Suzuki will be subbed on. And there we go. It's basically game over. It's 5-2. We've got, like, what, 5 minutes left or less, so that's game over, guys. Too far. Game over, and we have won 5-2 up against Borussia Mönchengladbach. They arguably have been our biggest rivals in this entire season so far, but we have done it. We've done it in a likely underdog story to win the DFB Pokal. We knocked out Dortmund early on. We knocked out Darmstadt. We knocked out Bayern Munich in the semifinals. And of course, have come back to haunt Borussia Mönchengladbach, the same team that defeated us in the first episode. We have gone on and defeated them in a bigger competition, or in a bigger stage, which was the DFB Pokal final, and we've won it. It'll be Gunther, our captain, who will be lifting the trophy for us. It's our first trophy as the Freiburg manager. I could not be happier. This team that we built, we still need a lot more left because we still want to win the Bundesliga and the Champions League. But for now, let's taste the silverware, engrave it into our brains, and we know we want to win more! Gunther! Freiburg! Yeah! Absolutely world class. I'm so happy with this team. There's Aspria, there's Gunter, there's Atobolu, there's Javier Puado, Merlin Roll, so many other amazing players. Both players that we brought in, Bisek, Suzuki, and a few other players that have been with the team. Emerson Royale, obviously, was a new signing as well. But there are going to be a few switch ups. This was the final game of the season. We just got to check out the stats. And yeah, it'll be the end of the season, so we can start our new season with SC Freiburg. This was episode 4. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed as much as I have. I know it's been pretty fast. We're going a little bit quickly through these seasons, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Hopefully, you guys are as well. Let's get a quick team picture as you see there. There it is. Already got some silverware. We're a really good manager. We are the DFB Pokal champions, which means we will be facing the Bundesliga champions in the Super Cup. Just before we go, we did, of course, have to check about the standings. We did finish in the round of 16, lost to Athletic Club de Bilbao in the Champions League 7-3. Quite embarrassing, if I do say so myself. But in the Bundesliga, we did end up finishing top 4, thankfully. But we were the German Cup winners, thankfully. We obviously, you guys saw the game. We won over Borussia Mönchengladbach. We were able to get 1 trophy. We basically did all of our objectives, including winning the DFB Pokal. Got pretty far in the Champions League, at least further than I expected. I did say playoffs or round of 16, and then we did make top 4. So we are in the Champions League yet again for the Bundesliga. Hopefully next season we can be pushing for the Bundesliga title. And with that, the final stats are as follows. Merlin Roll played 48 games, got 45 goals and 9 assists. Not a big assister here, but he is a top-notch goal scorer for us. Javier Puado was the second top goal scorer with 38 goals and 29 assists. Very close to that 30 and 30, which is absolutely phenomenal. Regardless, fantastic season from him. Suzuki, our third top goal scorer as our backup attacking midfielder behind Roll, of course, grabbing 12 and 8. Van Bommel grabbing 10 and 12. Double digits in both. Very good from him. Then Adamo grabbing 9 and 5 as our backup striker. Aspria grabbing 5 and 17 assists. I think he'll be our second top assister. Romeo Lavia is putting in a good shift for 3 goals and 13 assists. Never mind, he's got more goals than I expected. Janaro Bisek only grabbed 1, but it's okay. Ginter also only grabbed 1, but also grabbed an assist. Dingchi with 1 and 2. Usterhage with 1 and 6. Those were all our goal scorers, but most assists does go to Javier Puado with 29, Aspria with 17, Romeo Lavia with 13, Van Bommel with 12, Roll with 9, Suzuki with 8. Eggestein, while grabbing 0 goals, grabbed 6 assists from the defensive midfield role. Usterhage grabbed 6, Adamo with 5, Emerson Royale grabbed 4 alongside Gunter, who also did not grab a single goal, but they did grab some assists. Dingchi Veste did grab 2 assists alongside Leonhardt, who also grabbed 0 goals, and then Makengo also grabbed 1 as well. Before we go, this is the final team that we will see for the end of this season number 1 of the Freiburg for Life career mode. We will be doing a season 2. We have brought in a few other players from the youth academy, like a Tim Klein and a Jan Simon. Simon will most likely be loaned out. Klein might be sold. Kude could be loaned out as well. 69 overall, 68 for Simon. Riegler could be sold as well. But this is the team that we're looking at. We have a few weak spots. I'm thinking the CDM, possibly a center back, but definitely our left back, maybe our right back. But for now, those are the main spots that we're looking at. Either way, this is an amazing team. I'm excited to see what we can do in the second season. This was a fantastic season. I had so much fun. Atobolu did end up growing to an 80 overall. I think that's our main goal for next season, getting everybody in the entire starting 11 80 and above. But anyways, that is the end of season number 1 of this Freiburg for Life. The career mode, that was episode number 4 now. We will be moving on to episode number 5, where we will start our second season with new signings, new things coming. I'm super excited for it. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like it and subscribe. Check out the other videos in the playlist of this series so far. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.